What's up, guys? It's the Crypto Ginger here. Just wanted to quickly touch base on a little bit more XRP news that I thought was pretty important. And I wanted to quickly start this video off by saying, if you are someone who doesn't think that this market is moving fast or that it has the potential of having people feel like they're missing out, then simply take a look at the chart for XRP within the last 24 hours. I'm going to do you one even better, guys. If you actually look at my last video that I posted about 10 hours ago, I actually displayed for you a price point XRP at the beginning of that video, and it showed that it was at 35 cents. Since that video, again, about 10 hours ago, XRP has jumped up to 46 cents. Basically, guys, had you purchased XRP after my first video, you'd be up about 36-37% in your earnings simply having waited it out for a 10-hour period of time. Most people are looking to get into XRP and hold it for several months to maybe even several years because they understand the value of XRP and what's getting ready to happen with Ripple and their protocol programs such as XRapid going live. Guys, this right here is gaining a lot of attention. XRP is a lot of the news is coming out is going to push that momentum even further. Something else I thought was very interesting, guys, in regards to the attention to XRP is that when you see the chart here, and this is actually the one-day chart, we can see that XRP has jumped up in price. There are those who speculate that when a price of a coin jumps up, it will drop back down in price, regardless of time frame. And so what they'll do is they will take the approach of shorting that coin, again, off of the speculation that it will drop in price. And then what they're trying to do is make money as the price of that coin goes down. So you can make money while the coin goes up in value, and then of course you can also short that coin and make money as it drops in price. And that's actually oddly enough what's happening here in this article. It basically goes to show you and tell you that within the last couple of days, not only are people shorting XRP, but the amount of people that are doing that has doubled. They show you here in this little chart an example of the last week with XRP, where we can see major candlesticks within the last couple of days of people buying into XRP. On the same note here, guys, this particular chart right underneath shows the amount of people that were shorting XRP, and it actually shows a very similar time frame to when people were buying into XRP. So again, those speculators who feel that the XRP coin could potentially drop back down in price, regardless of what the catalyst is, they're looking to make a profit off of that. So this is not negative news. This is actually positive. This is something to keep your eye open for because this is gaining a lot of attention. So much so, guys, that we're seeing more information come out here. This article was a couple days old, but it states that Ripple reveals a successful XRP pilot program with banks around the world. What I found interesting in this, guys, is what took place with this pilot here. I'll read in the article. It states that Sagar Sarbai, Ripple's head of regulatory relations for Asia Pacific and Middle East, recently joined a panel at the FinTech Abu Dhabi 2018 conference. There, he revealed the origins of XRapid. Ripple gave XRP to 12 banks for internal testing in 2016. Sagar actually goes as far as to state that these 12 banks were based across regions throughout the globe, and they did not have pre-founded relationships with each other, so they didn't know each other. He also states that what we did was we gave these 12 banks some XRP, asked them to settle within themselves, and it worked beautifully. But then they came back and said, you know what, this works beautifully and we would love to adopt it, but we cannot. And precisely for the exact reasons you mentioned about capital requirements, regulatory uncertainty, and so on. So they said that A, it's volatile, and B, there are no set of regulations, so we cannot hold these assets in our books. So we actually went back to the drawing board and said, how do we change this? Which is where we came up with the product called XRapid. So guys, you can see that Ripple basically knew what they were doing beforehand. They just needed a way to test all of this out. And what better way to test it out than to find banks that would be willing to implement the protocol, the Ripple protocol, using XRP and seeing how that process works. And because they understood that there's still regulation issues regarding or surrounding XRP, those banks would not be able to use that. So what did they do? They went behind the drawing boards again and started creating XRapid. Guess what we've been hearing in the last couple weeks? XRapid should be going live soon with the majority of these major banks that are on board for using that protocol. All they're doing is simply waiting for Ripple to give them the green light to do this. And what Ripple is waiting for, like we all are, is finding whether or not there's going to be SEC regulations against XRP. So knowing that these major banks are out there waiting, I can't imagine that we are going to hear any negative news about that from the SEC. It doesn't make any sense to myself. And of course, there have been other people who have stated the same thing. So again, you have major banks getting ready, just simply waiting on the sideline to flip the switch for XRapid to go live. And that way we can see a major shift in cross-border payment transactions, a cheaper method and a faster method, something that's unseen and unheard of as of right now. So this will definitely be a game changer for these major banks and major players out there. Something else I wanted to point out, guys, is basically we know that XRP is on they're on the verge of a breakout, and this article talks about how it's going to be a major breakout. I don't want to go over all the detail in here, but I do want to point out a couple things here. We've heard in the past, that Ripple has actually worked and partnered with different types of fintech companies and industries out there. One of the ones that I thought was really kind of important to talk about as far as recent news is that Ripple's partnership with Kuwait Finance House is actually in effect as well. They state in this article that Ripple's recent partnership with Kuwait Finance House is not a big surprise due to the fact that Ripple's blockchain technology offers fast daily transactions. The Kuwait Finance House is the first bank in Kuwait to partner with Ripple. So guys, we have another bank partner with Ripple here, and they are one of the first banks in Kuwait to do that. Also, Ripple is partnering up with companies such as Instarem. They are the leading provider of digital cross-border payments in Asia, and BTech and Sao Paulo-based firms. Both companies announced their intentions to use the blockchain technology of Ripple to facilitate their payments. Basically, guys, we understand that these banks are going to want fast transaction processes times and also low fees when it comes to those transactions. So what better way to do that than to implement their partnership with Ripple or Ripple's protocol programs such as XRapid. Again, I apologize for this being one of those long-winded types of messages to you guys, and I don't want to overlap the same kind of information, but I'm just trying to point out we have some excitement happening with Ripple, with XRP, and these major players out there in the world. This article goes further to state that at the moment, Ripple is establishing other notable partnerships with its existing customers too. For instance, its existing partnership with American Express has fostered cross-border payments, thus helping SMEs and other businesses to enjoy smooth and reliable daily transactions. Guys, I've already talked about American Express working with XCurrent, and it's possible we could see an implementation of XRapid, maybe even because of the combination of XRapid, XCurrent, and XVIA making that one program called Convergence. We might see that being implemented in these major players around the world, these major banks. We don't know yet, but news will be coming out. I know it for sure. Something else, guys, that I found interesting in this article, it says Ripple's listing on major platforms. Basically, they say that major exchange platforms have listed Ripple. However, Ripple's listing on Apple's stock APP is a boost not only to the cryptocurrency but also its community. Besides Apple stock's app, Ripple got listed on Revolut and Uphold. Revolut is one of the biggest digital banking accounts that permits users to perform peer-to-peer transactions. On the other hand, Uphold is a leading platform that offers more than 1,000 trading pairs with different ways of buying digital assets. So guys, I use Uphold. It almost acts like a wallet. It's kind of an exchange. You can exchange between US dollars into Ripple, Bitcoin, I believe Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. There's a couple different types of pairings on there that I am using personally. But again, there's up to 1,000 different types of trading pairs on there with different types of assets. Ripple is one of them, or excuse me, XRP is one of them. So keep that in mind, guys. If you ever want to use that, definitely check out Uphold. I use it. I just started it. It's perfect. And again, it's a way for me to actually get into XRP very, very easy. Something else here in this article I wanted to point out, guys, that XRP and Ripple, they've definitely been announced by celebrity icons such as Ashton Kutcher and Ellen DeGeneres, and we should be able to see more of this once we start seeing that cross-border payment methods being implemented with XRapid. These are huge announcements, guys. And I would imagine, again, we are going to see more celebrity-based people talking about that. Interesting enough, I don't know if anybody in the United States has been watching any of the NFL games, but I just recently saw a commercial from IBM talking about blockchain. You can actually look that up on YouTube. They have commercials out now for that. So, guys, this is going mainstream. XRP is no exception to the rule. They will most certainly be going mainstream for as many things as they possibly can. And I've talked about that even with my last video, how they are working a little bit more directly XRP with funding YouTube creators as well. So again, it's definitely going mainstream. One more thing, guys. Ripple's partner with Kuwait's finance house, one of the largest Islamic banks in the world. I find this really interesting because we've heard in the past that Ripple has actually partnered with other people as well that weren't really places or banks and entities that were huge at the time as far as being in the limelight. But also XRP and Ripple were not as talked about at the beginning of, for example, 2017. It was only when we started seeing the price of XRP jump up like we did. But keep this in mind, guys. Abu Dhabi Bank partners with Ripple for cross-border payments. This was done in February. This article was written in February of 2017. So banks around the world have already been partnering with Ripple, working with cross-border payments methods and Ripple's protocol, because that's what they could only call it, was their protocol. They didn't even have a particular name for calling it XRapid at that point in time. So we definitely know that Ripple has been in the game working with banks as a primary focus for quite some time. So it's no surprise that we're going to be seeing major banks again in the playing field across the world ready to jump on board when XRapid is to go live. And if you are a bank and you are not on board with this and you want to be a part of it, you're going to have to find a way to implement XRapid and even the XRP token or coin so that you can use that as part of your payment methods and payment transfers. So keep all that in mind, guys. Outside of that, I think that I will end it here. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with a lot of information regarding XRP and Ripple, but these are little tidbits of information I think are going to be, again, bits and pieces of catalysts for seeing the price go up with XRP. Outside of that, guys, thanks again for watching. Guys, if you like any of the video content that you see, please hit that like button for sure. It really helps get this information out there to the masses and hopefully new people. And guys, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button just as well. Become part of the channel. It helps us grow even more and faster, and it allows me to get more content out there to you guys just as well. Also, guys, keep in mind, if you really want up-to-date news, download the Berm app that I have in my description below. This is real-time, up-to-date news that you can go through and actually get paid to like it. You just go down to the bottom where it says rewards, click on go vote, vote any of the content news that you see, and you are now rewarded with Berm coins. This all adds up, guys. You can see here I've already accumulated some Berm coin. I would love for you to do the same. For you to get started on that, guys, download the Berm app. Simply go down to where it says me at the bottom right hand corner, hit invite friends, and where it says redeem tokens, guys, and says put invite code, type in my invite code here and then hit redeem tokens, and boom, you just got yourself 150 free Berm coins for just adding that in there. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Hope you enjoy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.